Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of the Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Western North Carolina fishing report with Dale Collins of Tuckasegee Fly Shop. How you doing, Dale?
Doing good, Marvin. Hope you are.
As always, just trying to stay out of trouble, and looks like the Easter Bunny brought you a little bit of cold weather.
Yeah, that's part of the struggle. So weekend before last, we had a bit of snow. It definitely laid at the higher elevations, around enough to make the mountains white. And then, the next day it was gone. And goodness, that was Sunday morning. And then by Wednesday, we were up to 75, pushing 80 degrees. And man, that just got things going. There are all kinds of hatches happening. So when you're on these waves of weather, it's always fun to be on the upper end of the right wave than to be on the bottom end. Yeah,
but the good news is, right, with since you're basically not getting as cold at night, it doesn't take you very long to recover either.
That's right. Yeah, I mean it could be sunrise cracking 32 degrees, and then quickly by 9 o'clock you're in the 50s. So 30-degree swings are not going to be uncommon, but that creates a great diversity with the bugs. So depending on what watershed you're on, it can be a lot of fun in many different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what are you seeing? And, it's cold now, but it's going to warm up again, 75, 80 degrees. What are you seeing in the park, and what are you seeing on the DH water?
Yep. With the national park waters and, a lot of the creeks around the Western North Carolina fly fishing trail, maybe start off with nymphs in the morning, hare's ears, girdle bugs, prince nymphs. You could even, if you want to do the dry fly thing, throw your blueing olives in the mornings. And then, when the sun gets on the water and you're cresting 60, 70 degrees and up, switch over to the yellows, your yellow stimulator, yellow caddis. And I would not rule out seeing some yellow Sally starting to crack in these warmer afternoons. We reach around 75. Probably won't see that on these cool days, but definitely, your mayflies, you're seeing your quills, your March browns, various bugs like that. And if you're not too sure, throw a dry dropper. Throw something that's going to float, and you can present a fly, maybe a hare's ear, kind of mid column, and give a different presentation. On the delayed harvest, start out with your junk food, your mop flies, your squirmy worms, egg patterns, maybe trailed behind a girdle bug kind of situation. But if you're on a place like the West Fork of the Pigeon, it's getting a little more technical. Those fish are getting pretty wise. So, try a yellow stimulator with a Griffith gnat. Something on top of this really, really small, but you can kind of still see with the help of a bigger fly. And then, you maybe want to drop down to 6 or 7X on the fluorocarbon tippet with some midges underneath. So, definitely a little more technical in places like that. Cherokee's certainly getting technical like that, but the tuck's a lot of fun. You can serve up dry flies, and they're behaving. They're coming out and playing. You can, of course, the double nymph rig under an indicator is always a popular one. But streamer fishing is good right now on the Tuckasegee, as well as swinging wet flies. Maybe a soft hackle behind the girdle bug or behind the woolly booger can be a pretty good game right now.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of soft hackles a lot, not just in the spring. I think they're great. Mm-hmm. I think they're super productive patterns. And, if you just vary the weight of the bead, you can figure out where you want to be in the water column.
Absolutely. And you can also keep that thing just in the surface film, just below the surface, but not really sinking. And a lot of times on some tricky fish, that can be a really good tactic.
Yeah, absolutely. And, folks, what we mean by that is if you just put a little bit of float and then grease your leader, down to probably like 6 or 8 inches above that soft hackle, that'll keep that thing floating pretty high for you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we love questions at the Articulate Fly. You can email them to us. You can DM us on social media. You can drop them in the comments on our social media posts, whatever's easiest for you. And if we use your question, I will send you some Articulate Fly swag, and we're in a drawing for something cool from the shop at the end of the season. And Dale, before I let you go, I won't say hop because it's too close to Easter. You want to let folks know your 3 locations, shop hours, and all that kind of good stuff?
Absolutely. So we're running we'll just call it, the warm season hours. We're 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. And we got 3 locations from Bryson City, Silva, and Waynesville. Of course, shoot us an email, info@tuckflyshop.com, or visit our website, tuckflyshop.com, and we've got a web store. We can help you out any way that's easiest for you.
Yeah, and don't forget that you can reach out and book a guide trip through the website too.
Absolutely. It's so easy and convenient for folks. You can see guide availability. You can request certain guides. It's been a really fun tool for our customers.
Yeah, and folks, just remember, if you want to kind of get in on the DH action, it'll be gone before you know it, right? It doesn't mean all the fish will be gone, but people are going to start taking fish out of the system in early June. So you owe it to yourself to make a reservation.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, folks, get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Dale.
Tight lines, Marvin.